What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned into another episode of Everyday Heroes, and we got Real Name Wynton, JB Written, and a special guest, Marv Da Great, on the show. Before we get into anything, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the show. Everyday Heroes, we in the mix, iTunes, Spotify, you name it, we on it, YouTube, everything. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We're gonna talk about Marv Da Great. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in, have him plug in these things in the end. But before we get into Marv Da Great, how y'all been doing? How you been? How you been, JB? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh shit! I done muted myself over here talking. Hey, I'm good. I'm good, man. Shit, I'm good. I done fucked up all day.
It happens to the best of us, man. It happens to the
Yeah, it
best of
do.
us, man. All right. So everything good over there?
Everything good, baby.
All right. And how you been this week, Marv Da Great?
Man, I've been good, man. Good. Not as quite as busy as usual, but been pretty good, man.
All right. Well, maybe we can help you get a little bit more busier. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say an old chant. Time to get loud. Time to.
Oh, snap.
Well, not everybody gonna get that, but the
Yeah,
people
Oh,
it's team over,
man.
team
will.
overheads, man.
Yeah. But yeah.
Team overheads, man. Team overheads. So I've been good. You know what I'm saying? My week's been great. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky that I have a job that's kind of corona proof right now. So income is still coming in. Life is alright. Hope everything gets better soon. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Marv the Great.
Yeah. What's happening?
Why Marv the Great?
Uh, Marv, of course, is part of my real name. My real name is Marvin. And the great is because that's, what I'm saying, I strive to be great in everything I do. So, you know what I'm saying? It just all came together as Marv the Great.
All right. So you play football. You're an
Yeah,
athlete.
yeah.
I'm a,
Okay.
uh,
So
hold
let's
on
let's start from the
before
beginning.
y'all. Hold on. Before y'all get into this football thing, I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Marvin.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. When he came to high school, he was pretty much what you call it a prodigy, right? Am I right? Or am I wrong? Man never,
Right?
never played JV a down in his life. Okay. He probably started all 4 years. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And pretty much when he came in, we knew he was destined to pretty much go far. And that's the truth. All
Yeah.
right. That's the truth. I mean, we all had to watch out for our positions when he came. So I'm interested, because going out of high school, I haven't talked to this man over 10 years, so I'm interested in hearing this story because go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, so getting out of high school, man, going into college. Okay.
Yeah.
I was already going by then. I graduated the year before you. So
Yeah.
I don't know what happened after that.
Well,
Yeah.
really, okay, you left. No, no, no. Actually, let's back up to high school.
Yeah.
Uh, got the scholarship coming out of my freshman year to my sophomore year.
Right.
I had went to is you I think you remember Coach Ash, right?
Yeah. Because we
Yeah,
went
so
to
Coach,
Florida. We
yeah,
went to Florida and played with them.
yup,
Y'all
yup,
went to Michigan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he had took I think it was five of us. I think me, I know Jonathan, Josh Cherry,
Aaron Williams.
Aaron, and
Fabian.
Fabian, yeah, had took us up there and basically I did one. It was two. We were doing two sessions a day. Two times we was on the field a day. And the very first practice we had, I had got a offer. The very first practice, and it was a week. I think it was a week-long camp. And after that first day, I didn't have to even participate in the camp no more.
Wow.
And see, and that's when I knew, okay, yeah, I can really go somewhere with this. Cause at first it was like, yeah, I hear you. A lot of people saying I'm good, and then, yeah, of course my dream is to go to the NFL and different stuff. But after that, that was the moment where it was like, okay, yeah, this can go somewhere. This gonna go somewhere right here. So it was like, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, I went to a couple more camps, and I pretty much wrapped up every offer from every college it was. Pretty much.
That was your
So,
freshman year.
huh?
That was your freshman year?
That was my that was coming out of freshman year that summer. We had
Sophomore year.
went. Yeah.
Okay.
So out of the people out of the colleges that were trying to give you offers, what are the top three that you were considering?
The top three, okay. Michigan,
I'll,
of course,
I'll,
was number one.
uh-huh.
Uh, it's just you couldn't describe like the atmosphere unless you was there. You know what I'm saying? Like when I took a visit there my sophomore year, and it was just crazy. It was like something I never seen before. Like first of all, the stadium is the biggest stadium, and the biggest stadium it is. You know what I'm saying? That hold the most people. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just the way that like they so in tune with like the legacy and even the recruits coming in. Like these folks already knew who I was, and I'm just a sophomore in high school. You know what I'm saying? So and then like to know that, to find out the history behind it, like they was the winningest college in history at the time. Uh, you know what I'm saying? The biggest alumni. You feel me? Like so, it was like, dang. And then when I came back to Florida, and a lot of people found out I had got an offer from Michigan, it was like I had a lot of old folks, like alumni, because a lot of Michigan alumni in Florida, and I had a lot of them coming to me, and they was just telling me, you know what I'm saying, good things about Michigan. So of course Michigan was number one. Um, I have to say number two was UCLA. I was no North Carolina. North Carolina. North Carolina. I was big on North Carolina Tar Heels.
Okay.
One of their recruiters, me and him just had a connection that was crazy. Like it was just, I don't know, and he just had me about to like, okay, I'm considering North Carolina. I might go to North Carolina, but
Did Coach
then
did Coach Ash push you to Michigan more?
I'll say I wouldn't say he pushed me to Michigan more. I would say not as in like telling me I got to go to Michigan, but as in like telling me, you know what I'm saying, all the good stuff about Michigan
Okay.
and the legacy and all this, and you know what I'm saying, like that I feel like that was a big influence. But not only that, like Coach Rodriguez and Coach Rod, like they was a real big influence too, because they was always at the practices. You know what I'm saying? After practices, they come and talk to me, you know what I'm saying, all kind of stuff. So we had built up a real good relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just a collective of things, you know what I'm saying, kind of pushing me towards Michigan.
Okay.
Okay. So what was number three? You would say
Number
UCLA.
three, number three, I have to say is UCLA. UCLA, and it was basically because I just fell in love with Cali,
So
man.
you wasn't thinking about going to no Florida schools?
Yeah, I was going to USF.
Yeah.
USF, and I did consider Orlando too.
Okay,
I
you
love
see.
that they coach too, but you know what I'm saying. It just wasn't, the push wasn't strong enough. You know what I'm saying. It just wasn't strong enough. But as far as like the top schools in Florida, as far as like Miami, Miami, I didn't want to go to them because they wanted me as outside linebacker, and I didn't want to play outside linebacker at the time. I didn't want to go to Florida Gators because I always wanted to play against Tim Tebow. So, you know, even though knowing the Michigan, I probably had low chances of playing against him, but I just didn't want to play in the same team. I always wanted to play against him. So,
All right. So, all right, go ahead.
and I think my fifth school I would say was Western Kentucky.
Okay.
And that came down to like the very, very end. At the end it was like Michigan, Western Kentucky.
Oh wow.
And really what was pushing me to Western Kentucky was because all my players that I played with on youth league, they went to Western Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? We was all the same year, so it was like, dang, I was away from y'all boys in high school, but damn, I got a chance to come back with y'all boys now, and it was just like, I don't know, I want to go there. Then I was like, damn, you gonna put Western Kentucky over Michigan? Then it was like, all right. Then I just was like, yep, I'm gonna go to Michigan. That's it. But
So you get to so you go to Michigan,
yep.
and how many years do you play?
I actually play. Okay, I played there 3 years. Actually, on the field play, I say 2.5, not even a
Okay.
half, like 2 years.
Was that due to injury?
It was due to injury partly, and it was due to off the field trouble incident. I
Okay.
say one
Okay.
incident. I ain't gonna say trouble. It was one incident that had me held up for a while.
Hazing.
Okay. So was it hazing?
Huh? Oh no.
Okay. So I
Smoking
don't
weed.
Nah, nah.
look, I don't hey, Marv Da Great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna Vlad TV you. All right. So you know whatever you want to say, just make sure
Yeah.
that it's all
Make
cleared
sure you
up.
good with it
And
now. Hey, you
But
know.
yeah, I had got a situation, man, and it kind of held me back for almost a whole season. So really, like my was it my it was my junior season, like the whole beginning of it was
I had a
was
friend.
bad.
I had a friend also who went to Virginia and he played football. And
Yeah.
when he went over there, he had people was just hating on him because I don't know, they was just hating on him because he was from Florida
Mm-hmm.
and he was just better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Was it that type of situation where you came in? Was they kind of hating on you because you was better coming in,
As
or
far as players,
was it just your fault? Yeah.
well, the situation. Well, you talking about as far as like me not being on the field, or the situation I'm talking about?
Both. Is it the situation you talk
Well,
about, or
no,
is it?
the situation is off the field, way off the field.
Oh, I know what it
Okay,
was. It was females.
nah, it wasn't even females. It was legal trouble.
Okay, okay.
Yes. So, but
you got drafted to Dallas.
I was preferred free agent.
Okay.
So you got three different steps. You got getting drafted. You got preferred free agent, which is okay. Every team got a draft board. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know what I'm saying, a list of players that they need. You know what I'm saying? They might need 4 safeties or 2 or 3 safeties in this draft if they can get them. But they might need, you know what I'm saying, a lesser number of this, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? And a preferred free agent just mean like you was on the draft board, but it was probably another safety right above you, and he hadn't got picked in the draft yet by the time they was ready to pick the safety, and they picked him instead of you. If they would have picked, if another team would have picked him up, I would have got picked. You know what I'm saying? So soon as the 7th round, the last pick got picked, Dallas called me. You know what I'm saying? Right away, boom, doom, flew out the next day.
Oh man, how was that experience?
Man, it's an experience.
Yeah.
It's an experience. And the thing about the league, man, it's really like a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's you clocking in, you clocking out for real. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about college that was different when I got to the league is like, okay, in college with workouts and different stuff, you know, it's kind of like high school. You got the coaches in your ear, you know what I'm saying? How many reps you get, all this stuff, like making sure you doing all your sets, all this. League is all on you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to cheat yourself, go ahead. You cheating yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do the extra work, ain't nobody gonna tell you to go do the extra work. You do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was different workout times. My workout time was in the morning. I come in, we clock in. You got to do it at the front desk. You know what I'm saying? Doing roll call. You know what I'm saying? You come through, you say your name, check it off. Boom. Go in, you do your workout. After workout, you know what I'm saying? You have breakfast, then straight to film. You feel me? After film, go straight to practice. First practice, boom. After practice, you know what I'm saying? Food. And that's the beauty of it though. Even in college.
Yeah.
Meal plan. Like you can't beat that, man. You cannot beat that, man. And I can't speak for every college because, you know what I'm saying, of course I ain't go to every college, but I know at Michigan we had a mandatory. You had to go to breakfast, and you had to go to dinner. It was mandatory, you know what I'm saying. And we had our own cooks that cooked up the meals and different stuff. So the meal plan was like
It was
that was
straight. Yeah.
on point,
Decent.
on point.
Yeah. So
All right.
man, what happened with the Cowboys, man? What happened with the
Cowboys,
Cowboys? I'd have loved to see you in the NFL, man.
man, it was crazy too because when I got to Dallas, it was like at first I didn't know what to expect as far as the players, as far as talent. You know what I'm saying? Because you at the next level. It's the league. It's the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much you feeling like everybody is pretty much superstars almost. You know what I'm saying? Will impress you and shit. But that ain't the case for real. Like, and Dallas, when I was at Dallas, I can honestly say I wasn't really impressed with none of the players, but this dude named Sean Lee. Sean Lee, man, he was a dog, man. Like he just was always around the ball. Like he almost reminded me of myself. Like he was just always around the ball. Like and the stuff he did from the middle linebacker position, like it was he impressed me. He was like, damn, this dude actually cold. You feel me? But as far as that, man, it was like the rest of y'all is just pretty much regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Did you
saying?
beat Tony Romo and all that, or not
Yeah,
really?
actually, my locker was right next to Romo's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I talked to him. I ain't really have no in-depth conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? Because really he wasn't even practicing when I was there.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know,
because
he
y'all
had just came off
position.
the back surgery and shit. So he wasn't even practicing. And you'll see him standing on the sideline, but I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I talked to Dez a couple times, you know what I'm saying? It was cool.
They did him dirty.
Yeah, they did.
They did
Real
him
dirty.
dirty.
Real
Yeah,
dirty.
And then I hope he get back in the league too. He
Real
getting
bad.
older though, but he's still bad, man. He still
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
But
Uh,
fast
Uh,
forward, yeah, it was. I think what it was. It was. I want to say a week or two into mini camp when I got injured. I had to my meniscus.
mm,
Didn't get hit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody fell on me. Nothing. I was just. I came out of my break, took a step, took another step, took one more step, and just knee gave out. Fell
mm.
right on my face. And
Was that like a pre-injury? Like, did you injure that before, or?
nah, that was just it was new. But the thing was the doctor had told me like when he was looking at it on the X-ray, he was like he felt like it was something that was building up
Mm,
over the years, and it was just it was at time, and it just you know what I'm saying did what it did. But
okay.
initially when I got hurt, man, I fell on my face, boom, and I thought I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think. I wanted in my head, I kept telling myself, you know how you turn your leg a certain way and they get stuck and you have to
mm,
pop it back.
mm,
My leg used to do that a lot. And I wanted to, I kept telling myself, yeah, that's all it is, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing major, you feel me? That's all it is. But I knew, you know what I'm saying, my gut, like, yeah, this major, like I can't even move I ain't have no rotation in my knee.
mm,
I couldn't strain my leg or bend it. It was just stuck in like a angle. You feel
mm,
me? And it was like the the team doctors had came out and everything. They was like, yeah, we're gonna have to put you on the stretcher and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I just got to pop it back. This shit not happened to me before. I just got to pop it back, whatever. And I was like, nah, we got a braided stretcher. I'm like, nah, I'm definitely not getting no stretcher. So I hopped all the way from the field all the way to the locker room on
mm.
one leg. Like shit, fuck that. Y'all ain't taking me out this motherfucker in no stretcher here.
Yeah,
I ain't never been
never
carted
been
off
no.
the field, nigga. What? Fuck
No,
no.
me
Not
neither.
you talking about NFL and I'm finna get caught. Nah, fuck that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I jogged, I hopped off and they had put ice on it and everything like that and treated it a little bit. And they was asking me like how was it feeling and stuff. And I was lying. I was like, yeah, it's straight. It's getting better, different. That bitch was hurting. But
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I can't even let them boys see me sweating here. You feel me? Like, nah, this shit ain't finna happen, bro. I gotta come back on this shit. You feel me? So
Uh,
it's like I went to my condo and over the time overnight they sent me home with some ice or whatever and this little heat pad to put on my shit, insulation shit, whatever. But overnight, like, and they gave me some, you know what I'm saying, pain pills. They killed the pain. So I was really good for a while. I was good for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling shit. Went to sleep fine, you know what I'm saying? And it was probably I remember I think it was like 3:30 a.m. I woke up. My shit was hurting so bad. Like it was just crazy pain. And
mm,
I woke up and I turned on the light and my shit was so swole, bro. I swear it looked like a baby head, bro.
damn.
Like my knee looked like a baby head, bro. So I had called up there and they had sent the shuttle to come get me. And they looked at it and I was like, yeah, we got to go get you. We got to do surgery immediately.
Wow.
And I did surgery. What I think it was like 2 hours later, I was in
Mhm.
surgery, and shit, I was out for that whole year. And,
Did you still get paid, or did
yeah,
they end up cutting
I
you?
did an injury settlement. I did an injury settlement. I had the choice of either doing an injury settlement or stand on the team and actually getting cut and not leaving with nothing. So I did an injury settlement because I knew I was gonna be out the whole season anyway. So did an injury settlement. They paid for all my rehab. I started rehab right there in Dallas for I think they rehabbed me for I want to say 3 months. Right there in Dallas at the facility. I rehab, and then I went back to Michigan and finished my rehab. And
so after all this football, how did you get into rapping?
Yeah.
All right. And for those who don't know, once again, it's Marv Da Great. What's your social media handles?
Marv Da Great. Marv Da Great 1 on Instagram. That's MArv THAGreat and the number 1.
Say that again. That's a lot of capital.
Hey, look,
capital M.
They should know how to spell. It's Marv Da Great. And like, I'll put it in the description. I think.
Yeah, the description have a video link to it too.
Yeah, we'll shoot a link to it. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go ahead and take a little break. Go ahead and get a little bit into your rap career. Go ahead and get into some games, and then we'll take it from there. All right?
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, once again, like, comment, subscribe. It's Everyday Heroes, and we are signing out.
Nice.